Nikon just announced the development of the Nikon D6, which is rumored to be an absolute beast with IBIS, advanced AF, unlimited buffer. Like, it's supposed to be a beast. So
what are the specs?
Well, that's the thing. We don't have the specs yet. They just gave us, you know, they're letting us know that they're making it, but we don't have the specs yet.
So why are you making this video?
Because there's a lot. There's a lot more information to give.
I gotta go cook.
You just cooked. Can you just stay here for the video?
I gotta pick up the kids from school.
The kids are already here. They also announced a 24mm f1.8 for the Nikon. You're off today. Get to sit. Don't move. Back up. Ain't nobody calling you.
Hello?
Don't nobody want to call you.
Hello. Oh, hey, what's up, boy?
Oh, I wish you would. All right, in all seriousness, the Nikon D6 and the 120mm to 300mm f2.8 lens were announced, or at least the development was. I really wish that the spec sheet came out for the D6 just to see what it's all about. Sony is eventually going to come out with an A9 II. The rumor's already out there, and everyone's saying it's going to blow everyone's mind. And we all know mirrorless is the future, but at the end of the day, you look at the sporting events. People are shooting with DSLR cameras still. You know, it still hasn't fully converted to a mirrorless. And I actually shot a boxing event in Chicago when I was ringside shooting, and mostly everyone had either a 1DX or a Nikon D5, D4S, whatever. You know, so there's still a market for it. The actual announcement for today. Now, this is not it. This is the 35-1.8, but they just announced the 24mm f1.8s. The build quality is very similar to this one right here. The 24mm cost $1,000. It weighs in at 450 grams. It has 12 elements in 10 groups, and it has a 9-blade aperture. When you look at the F-mount version of it, the F-mount version is cheaper, the 24-1.8. It costs around $750. You could probably get it cheaper on the used market and adapt it to the Nikon Z camera for less. But let me tell you something. Native lenses always work better. And the 24-1.8 has an STM AF motor, which means you're gonna get smooth and a silent video tracking, video autofocus tracking on your camera. So for video, you're definitely gonna like the 24-1.8. And 24mm is my favorite focal length for video. It's just so versatile. When looking at the current state of Nikon and their lenses, this year was a big year for them. You know, they have the 24-1.8, they have the 35-1.8, the 50-1.8, the 85-1.8, which I'm getting later this week, so stay tuned for that video. And they have the 24-70 2.8, which is their workhorse zoom lens. They have the 24-70 f4, and they have the 14-30 f4. I can't believe I just remembered all those. Now, what's left this year is the 70-200 2.8, which will basically complete the range from 24 to 200. We're waiting on that lens. The 50 0.95 is still in development, but I think they could just leave it in development because no one really cares. You know, that's a massive lens, and it's manual focus. I have a Nikon 0.95 lens right up here for Sony. It's small, it's heavy, but it's small, and it's $700. So I just think people don't really care too much about that. Next year, though, they will be completing the Trinity. They have the 14-24 f2.8 that will complete the Trinity of lenses. Next year, they're also going to release a 51.2, that's pretty dope, and they're going to release the 21.8. So far, all the lenses that I've tried with Nikon are amazing. Just wondering when the 1.4s are coming, but I guess you could just buy the F mount and adapt them. I guess that's what you want you to do right now. But it's a good start for the Z line, for the S line of lenses for the Nikon Z cameras. All right, everyone, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I post 2 photography videos every single week. Portraiture, lighting, all that good stuff. Hey, stop interrupting my video.